I'd see him sitting on that couch all day long, just staring at that Hollywood hogwash.
Our favorite show was Hollywood Hogwash.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Hollywood Hogwash. I'm Andrew Pisano, along with my brother Joe Pisano, Josh Reese, and Aaron Rosa. How's everyone doing? All four of us here.
We in Houston
okay,
are
Josh.
preparing for a winter storm alert.
The freeze!
So
Victor Freeze is visiting us.
we'll see what happens the next couple of days. But school's already shut down.
Yeah.
I'm sure work is going to get shut down.
Soccer moms
Yes.
are panicking.
I'm doing it. I'm going to freeze the entire city of Houston.
For what?
For ransom!
But you have these diamonds that are worth millions and millions of dollars.
I need more. I need more for research.
What happened
For
to
my
the-
wife. What's wrong with your wife?
She's frozen.
Did you do it?
Yes.
Frozen cock froze her.
Do you not have fire anywhere in your home?
Yeah. How many Batman villains just got created because they fell into a vat of something?
Most.
Right?
Most.
Joker, Freeze, they both just fell.
Clayface.
What did he fall into? Some clay?
Something like that.
Is that why you're afraid of clay? Because of Clayface?
I think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
it is terrifying.
That must be it, yeah. Two-Face fell on the acid, or the acid fell on him, however you want to do it.
That's how I do it.
Yeah, so we're not a little bit of a format change. We're not reviewing a movie like every single week anymore. We decided to do something else, and we'll see how fun this is. But Aaron thought of this idea to do an action hero draft.
Wow.
Like action, we're going to be drafting action hero characters from our favorite movies, maybe some TV shows. I don't know. They might be in there. There could be some action heroes in TV shows, I guess. But yeah, we're going to do 5 rounds, like a snake draft, I guess. We'll have to figure out all of that as we go along. And then we're going to see who would win with all of our draft picks.
Yeah.
It should be interesting. I can't wait to see how Josh fucks this up. I'll just say that right now.
Cannot
It's gonna be great.
wait.
It's like he's going to draft.
No, I've got some hot takes.
Is the
I've got
order
some
already
good stuff.
determined?
No.
So his page is already screwed up.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
No, you don't have the first pick yet, Josh. We don't know who has the first
Josh,
pick
that's
yet.
not even the order
himself
we're
the
at the
first pick.
table in.
Josh is going to like...
This is my fantasy draft, all right? I
right.
draft how I want to.
Josh is
You
going to
do.
pick like a character from It's a Wonderful Life.
Oh, boy.
That's what's going to happen.
He's going to be like Papa Smurf. This guy's magical. Go, Andrew, go.
All right, I'm going to kick
What?
Come
Papa
on now.
Smurf.
Papa
I'm going to
Smurf
step
is
on
legit.
Papa Smurf.
All right, we also have news and rumors, fan questions, and also our movie of the week.
Yeah.
Which we're not going to go into like super depth as we usually do with movies. I think the new format is like we're gonna do stuff like this each week, and then when a big movie comes out in theaters, then we'll review it and talk about it. The next one is, I think it's Captain America: Brave New World.
Couple weeks away.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty close.
Getting there.
Yeah. But first, before we get to everything, we have to thank a new Patreon or patron. So thank you to Cam. Thank you, Cam, for signing up. He's
Cam.
got no last name. He's just Cam. So yeah, you can go to patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. We just wrapped up season 2 of Squid Game. So you can go check that out. We also have a few brackets on there. We've got Best TV Intro bracket, which is still my personal favorite of the brackets we've done.
It's fun.
We've also done Best Action
Best
Hero
Action Hero.
bracket.
Action hero.
Yeah.
Maybe I need that.
And that was right. That was focused on the actors though, not their characters.
Yes.
Right.
So-
And spring's going to be crazy. There's so many shows coming
Yeah.
out this spring.
I mean, for Patreon, we're going to be busy because Invincible is next month, then Daredevil, then Last of Us, and then Squid Game season 3.
There
What?
it is. It's
no,
back.
okay, that's
Yeah,
too much.
It's
Yeah.
back fast.
Right.
Comes right back.
Yeah.
Josh.
So there's going to be a lot of content coming at patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. Go check it out.
Check it out.
All right. Well, let's get to it. The action hero draft.
Yeah.
Woo! All right, so who's got the first pick?
It's not you.
Oh.
God damn it.
How should we do this? Should we write numbers and pick?
I mean, I'm fine taking the first pick.
No, well, we can't trust you with the first pick, Josh. You're gonna fuck it up just like you do in fantasy football every year.
That's not true. I draft my.
What doesn't he
We don't
fuck
need to
up?
get. We don't need to get into it. But my team was almost playoff worthy. Almost playoff worthy.
What's
Are you gonna get more Lions next year or less Lions? What do
I
you
think the lesson I learned was to get more Lions.
you got to get more Lions.
More Lions. Yes.
Yeah, that's clearly the key there, Josh.
More Lions.
All right, Joe is
Definitely not on defense.
writing the numbers down.
Yeah.
He wrote 3 1s. I don't know how he's gonna work with that. That's
I
gonna
picked
be
first.
interesting. Yeah.
I picked first. And I got the 4.
All right.
All righty. So I'm going to take my hat off.
All right.
Josh, I'll let you pick first.
All right.
Close your eyes and reach in.
Reach in.
Into the hat.
we go.
One. Just pick one.
Pick one.
Aaron. Aaron.
Aaron.
Go ahead. I'll be last.
All right. All right.
All righty.
Here
What?
we?
Who's the first name?
Who's number 1? It must be Joe because he hasn't opened it.
Oh,
yet.
yeah. All right. Joe.
I got number 2.
Andrew.
I got 3.
Josh number 4.
Joe.
All right, so
Oh, he even fucked that
since Josh is number 4,
Yeah.
fuck the snake draft, right?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah, just standard
Go
draft.
fuck yourselves. I
Standard.
get 4 and 5.
What about this? What
4
if we
and
do?
5.
What if we do this? And if no one likes it, it's fine. What if we re-pick like these every round? Like instead of a snake draft, we just pick again.
Yeah, but if someone keeps getting 1, that's going to suck.
Sure.
I think Snake is good. I'd vote Snake, but I don't
I
care.
vote Snake. Oh.
Aaron.
I don't know. I think it'd be interesting to do the numbers each round.
All right, let's go. Rock, paper,
We're
scissors.
already fucked up.
Should I do the heads
You
or
can break the
tails?
tie. You can
Put
break
the
the
coin
tie.
out there.
You can break the tie.
I mean, it was just an idea. Let's try something new.
So we redraft
All right.
every round.
All right. Now, if Andrew have gotten 4, it would have been a snake
just
draft.
wanna watch the world
Just an
burn.
FYI,
back.
it would have been
Oh, it's
snake
gone.
draft had Andrew gotten 4.
It's that's true.
No, I did think of this earlier. I just
Well, now you've made it too small. Okay, so we have these ready to go for next. So I'm ready to go.
Yeah.
How many rounds?
5.
5 rounds. I'm not gonna copy your
Don't look at my
board.
screen. You
Even
always
though
love
I
to look at
didn't
my
bring
screen.
anything. Let's see. Andrew's number 1, Santa Claus. That's an interesting one, but that's a magical fuck.
I guess that works.
Red 1
That's
Santa
true.
Claus?
Yeah,
I
right.
don't know if this is my absolute favorite action hero, but I'll tell you this. For your format, if we have to go off of someone winning in a battle,
Yeah.
I'm going to pick Baba Yaga. John Wick.
Wow.
Early for
first-
John Wick.
For my first pick. I think
right.
he'll win any fight. Who's beating John Wick? He's basically unbeatable. Andrew.
We'll see.
Godzilla is beating John Wick.
Godzilla.
Right down.
That's a-
No, we can't.
that's a good one.
That was a joke.
I thought it was no giants and
No
monsters.
giants. I know. I just
King
wanted
Kong
to,
would have been my number 1.
I wanted to make that joke.
That's pretty good.
You know who might beat John Wick? Another Keanu Reeves character.
Uh-oh.
Neo.
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 Mr. Anderson.
I almost went Neo, honestly. But he has superpowers.
Yeah, but he's not a superhero. He's not a DC
He's
or
a
Marvel.
hero.
I said in the text.
Okay, fine. Superman. I'm going back.
Well, that'll be for the next one we do.
All right,
probably.
fine.
Yeah.
He could probably fight.
Right.
You don't
That's
know
true.
anything about a man until you fight him.
That's true.
Aaron.
For my pick, I am taking the T-800 fucking Terminator.
Damn it. Yeah.
He's well, he lost. All right, cool. So T2.
Yeah.
T2. All right, T2.
All right.
And I guess
the
they
name
don't-
of the
they're not
movie.
fighting.
That's not his name.
Well, that's come on. The
but
Terminator.
T2, then you could think T1000.
Terminator 8000.
800.
800. Okay.
800.
T800.
All right, Josh.
Here we
All
go.
right. Y'all guys are fucked. I got the deadliest man behind 4 wheels, and that's Dominic Toretto.
You're going Toretto the first round?
He's a regular guy that drives a car, Josh.
Huh? Not on my list.
Deadliest man on 4 wheels.
Dominic Toretto in a car versus John Wick? I got John Wick.
Yeah.
All right. So here
The
we go.
matchups won't necessarily be this, though.
No,
right?
I know,
We're
I know,
gonna-
I know, of course.
But of course, Josh fucks that up.
All right, you wanna pick
I'll
first
pick
this
first
time?
this time, and I'll get first. Here we go.
I'll just pick last every time, see what fate does to me.
All right. Okay. Hey, I got one.
All right, Andrew's
Perfect.
1.
I knew this would work out for me.
I don't know
is
what
great.
this one. I'm 2.
Yeah.
I love this new system. Give me the thing back every time.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Four.
I'll keep it there.
And 3.
All right.
All right.
Throw them back in here, guys, and fold it twice.
Oh yeah.
With the first pick
The first pick.
of the second round,
yes.
the Undertakers select.
Undertaker.
Right. Yeah. Oh, can we? No. I'm taking
Stunner.
Luke Skywalker.
Luke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting.
Great with a lightsaber.
He's got force powers.
Great with a lightsaber.
He's got powers.
I'm going to go with a pick that I believe has transcended time. You could put almost anybody in this role, and he's such a badass.
Okay.
I'm still a Pierce Brosnan guy.
Right.
But lately, who's the last one?
Daniel Craig.
Daniel Craig was excellent. But all I know is I'm picking all of them.
Yeah.
James Bond.
Interesting.
Just don't pick the Daniel Craig one because
Bond.
that version can die.
He can die.
He can explode from a nuclear
I'll go
bomb.
Sean Connery, who was more like pussy centric. You know what I mean? My kind of James
There
Bond.
you go.
Yeah.
Even Pierce. I mean,
He did.
He got
He
plenty.
got
of-
everybody.
Yeah.
He got everybody. All
That's
right.
a good pick. He was high on my list.
He fought Femke Janssen in that fun
Oh,
scene.
yeah,
that
was a good
great.
one.
It's a
It's like a
fuck
fuck fight. She was fucking him and fighting him. All right. Aaron, I think, is next.
No, I'm next.
Oh.
I'm going with Inspector Lee from Rush Hour.
It's happening.
You don't have to always be Troll Josh.
No.
You don't always. You're not gonna win a single round, you
was
idiot.
Guys,
Wait, Inspector Lee?
pick is
What?
in.
Inspector
He's going to be
Lee.
hard to
Of
punch.
all the
He's a
Jackie Chan
badass.
movies,
He's going to be
He's a
jumping around the cage.
badass.
He's going to be hard to
How are
punch.
you going to catch Jackie Chan?
He's gonna
so
be
fast.
making you
Inspector
laugh.
Lee.
He doesn't have
Exactly.
Chris Tucker with him to.
I would like to change my pick to Chris Tucker from Rush Hour.
Well, maybe I
He
was
will
going to
beat
get
him.
Chris Tucker next.
He's more lucky, I feel. All right, Aaron. Who's kicking his
Holy
ass?
shit! Holy shit!
I knew he would do this. It's so great.
It's awesome.
Classic
It
Troll
leaves
Josh.
more for us.
Yeah.
For the second pick, Team Aaron selects RoboCop.
RoboCop.
Again, he's two robots.
But he's well, at least RoboCop is half human.
Wait,
right.
so can
They both
I
suck, so
select
it's fine.
Optimus Prime? What the fuck is
No,
going
we said
on
no
here?
giants. We'll do a giant one.
Well, he can turn into a mini Optimus Prime.
Can we do a giant round?
There's plenty of giants.
I'd be fine with Optimus, King Kong, Godzilla. So
Yeah, that'll be
I think
fun.
I'm good. And the giant.
Right.
Paul White. So that'll be my fourth one.
Yeti.
All right. Who hasn't picked first? Aaron. Don't look. Thank you. Josh.
And then you this
And
time.
okay. I have no idea what's.
All right.
All right. This time I got
Fucking
one.
four again.
I'm 3 again.
See, this system only favors the Pisanos. What the
I
fuck?
voted for the other system. Please vote it twice. Put it back in the hat.
Fucking Pisano.
All right. Do you want to take it back then?
No,
It's too late now.
all right.
We're 3 rounds into the
I know.
system.
Nah.
Man, I'm trying to read my handwriting here. This is just kind of a fun one because I don't think she can lose a fight. I'm gonna go with The Bride.
God damn it.
Ooh, nice.
The Bride.
I wanted her, but she wasn't that high on my list.
I know.
The Bride.
The Bride?
I got 3
From
awesome
Kill Bill.
fighters.
Never saw it.
Got 3
Yeah.
awesome
Well, you're
fighters.
the idiot.
You're
You picked Jackie Chan from Rush Hour.
Yeah, he's an amazing martial artist and he's hilarious.
I don't want trouble. He doesn't even kill anyone. All these other people kill people. All right. Especially
Andrew.
The Bride.
yeah.
Ah, man. This next one. This next one is tough because I don't know which Arnold to pick. There's a couple Arnolds that I'm
Detective
debating.
John Kimball.
Yeah.
I'm a cop you idiot.
Well, not that one.
No, probably not that one.
There's Jingle All the Way Arnold.
No, it's gotta
It's the best Arnold.
Yeah, all
Might be
right,
the
here's the
most
thing.
fun.
Here's the thing.
be Mr. Freeze. I'll let you pick him.
Thank you. I'm going to take John Matrix from Commando.
Yes.
Because John Matrix killed like 100 people in that movie. And yes, while Major Alan Schaefer killed the Predator in Predator, like he only killed one Predator and it was with the bomb and he tricked him, right? Like John Matrix killed like 100 people in Commando.
He did.
So I got to go John Matrix.
He just like fired like this, and like people were just dropping off of like.
He's really
buildings.
good at shooting. He also
I think he had magic bullets.
He also threw some knives. Well, then that's his weapon, magic bullets.
magic bullets.
Yeah.
Who's next? Aaron.
I'm next.
That's funny. It was
Funny.
1, 2, 3, 4. Then it went 2, 1, 4, 3. Then it went 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Well, Josh doesn't even deserve a high pick. He's wasting them anyway. He's
true.
picking. You're not losing out on,
No.
on
These are
anyone.
great picks.
'Cause we're not picking anyone you would pick.
Josh,
great
if you had the
picks.
first pick in round 1, were you picking Dominic Toretto?
Yes. I don't understand.
fair.
He's a sleeper.
Over Neo and John Wick and
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker.
Luke Skywalker.
Yeah. All right, Aaron.
Fantastic.
What do you got?
You know, Andrew, it's funny you made the point you just did because I would hands down take Dutch from Predator over John Matrix. John Matrix killed a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
But Dutch killed a fucking Predator.
So Dutch?
Dutch.
By tricking him into walking into a bomb. I mean,
Come on, I'm right here.
yeah.
Come
Just
on.
saying.
Right. Get to the chopper. I mean, yeah, it's all great. All right, Josh.
Wait, that was True Lies.
Which Looney Tunes character are you gonna
Get the fuck out of here.
the pig?
No.
All right, good. It's your turn,
right,
Josh.
Josh.
No, this one's legit. Ethan Page from Mission Impossible.
Well, finally, you gave a good pick. How is he not
Hold on,
before all
hold
the
on.
other ones?
He said Ethan Page, and that's who he's getting. He's getting Ethan Page.
Ethan Hunt.
No, bullshit.
Ethan Hunt.
I heard Ethan Page.
Ethan Hunt. I've done too many podcasts. Ethan Hunt.
I wanted
Too
Ethan
many
Hunt.
podcasts.
I wanted Ethan Hunt. Ethan Page. All right, that's an interesting pick. NXT's Ethan Page.
Wait.
He's
did
a
he take-
great action hero.
Wait, did he take Ellen Page? Is that what he said?
Ellen Page.
Did you take Elliot Page?
Elliot Page.
It's Elliot, right? No. Ethan
my
Page.
God.
Ethan Page.
Ethan Hunt.
Ethan Hunt.
You stupid
From
ass.
Mission Impossible. Jesus
How
Christ.
do you take Jackie Chan from Rush Hour before Ethan Hunt?
I had a system. I know what I'm doing.
You idiot.
No, this is legit.
Oh
All
my
right.
God. Well, at least you made a good pick. You might have a chance to win one round.
Someone hasn't picked for, I guess, me. Hold on.
Yeah.
I'm going to fold this one better. Here, you hold the hat so I
Yeah.
don't want to know.
All right, here we go. All right, I'll select. Okay.
Boys, you got one left.
All right.
This
at
should
least-
be number one. Let's
Josh,
see.
just pick one. Jesus Christ.
No,
where it
two. This
was.
should be two. Two.
All right. I got three.
Who's got one?
4. Jesus Christ.
Oh shit.
Oh, great.
Snake draft.
At least we don't have to worry.
Snake draft.
Give me your.
There
pick.
we go.
Give me your number. Number one.
Number one.
The snake draft worked itself
and now
out.
we start
did.
the snake draft.
Yeah.
Josh.
It did.
All right, Josh. Who do you got?
And for number 4, I'm
Fourth
going to
round.
choose Jason Bourne
Okay.
from The Bourne Identity.
That's.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I feel he's cool, but he's going to lose to everyone we've picked so far in a fight. But we'll see.
Right.
You got to be creative about how he comes at it too.
True.
We'll see. Number 2 is me. Oh man, I got 3 guys that I really like here, but I'm gonna go with a guy that I don't think has ever lost a fight. Rambo. John Rambo.
Rambo's
Nice
a good one.
pick.
Rambo in the 4th. Come on, guys.
Nice pick.
All right, I'm number 3. I'm going to go with another guy that's undefeated, John McClane.
John McClane was my other pick. Yeah. Oh, he's good. Can't lose. That guy can't lose.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Oh, he's good.
All right, who's...
That's your fair game. You're like, all right, John's about to die, and then you go, but yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Oh, he played the card. He wins.
Yep. All right.
Aaron Rosa.
Aaron, 4th pick. I am going to take King Leonidas from 300.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
That's a good one.
Yeah, another guy who died.
Tonight, we dine in hell.
Yeah. And he dies.
He
Dies.
died.
Pick the hero
Spartans!
that died in his first movie. All right.
Ready your breakfast and eat hearty.
One more time. Who wants to pick first? I guess we're back at Josh maybe picking first. Josh, you want to pick first? All right. Here we go. You got it? All right. Good. You pick.
Uh-huh. Number
3
2.
for
Number
Josh.
2 again.
1.
Hey, finally got 4.
Finally.
Hope my guys around.
So at
One
least
pick.
everyone's had number 1 at least once.
There you go.
Yes.
But I guess Aaron got fucked more than
Aaron,
anyone. I don't know.
go ahead.
All right, for my last pick, kind of a sleeper, but
Okay.
I'm going to take Luke Devereaux from Universal Soldier.
Okay.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Okay, Van Damme.
Universal
Universal.
Soldier.
Interesting.
He's not on my list just because that's another
good.
one that I still have to see. I still have to see that one.
Oh God.
I could have
That
sworn
might have to be number one for
could've
that
sworn we
movie.
watched that
You
together,
will
didn't
love
we?
to hate that movie. It's
It's
ridiculous.
amazing. It's so stupid.
They're all
It's
winter soldiers.
Brilliant.
They're all winter
So
soldiers.
wait, is it legitimately? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is it legitimately good, Aaron, or is it so bad it's good?
No, I would love to watch that again.
I would love to watch it again.
Yeah, I haven't seen it
So
in
it's
years.
legitimately good.
Yes,
I would
it's
say
it's
so.
a legit good action.
But you just said it
movie.
was stupid.
Hold on, but
It can be both.
Demolition Man, legitimately good.
Yeah.
Right, so it's
Like
that, but it's
Demolition-
ridiculous.
Right, but
it's funny,
But
yeah.
Wesley Snipes is so amazing.
It's amazing.
It's so amazing.
It's
in
not
that movie.
it's not anywhere as good as Demolition Man, but it's good.
And it does have
action's amazing.
I mean, Demolition Man at least has a great, brilliant commentary on today, where everything's censored. You know,
Yeah,
like when
right.
they curse, you
Right.
get fined.
Right.
Like
the 3
that's-
seashells.
Yeah.
Right.
Who is number 2?
I am number 2.
All right.
Oh God, there's
I'm gonna see your
like-
list now because I pick after you. And we're
that's
done.
fine. See, there's some people on here that it's like I really love, but should I get the more powerful person, or should I get
It's
who
the
I
fifth
love?
round.
Because it's the fifth round.
I pick your favorite person.
like can
Chris
does it have
Tucker
to be
is still available.
Thank
on
you.
there.
Like can
number 22. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
I
great.
mean, these-
Walker.
jeez. Like, could it be side characters, or does it have to be the main character?
Pick whoever you want.
It could be a side character.
If he's a great action hero, he or she. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go with more of a fan favorite than versus who I think would be more powerful. I just
Yeah.
gotta pick him, and that's Cameron Poe
Oh my God.
from Con Air.
Connor.
I was thinking about him too.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's
Sure.
awesome. Great. What a great movie.
What a great movie! I gotta do it. I gotta
Josh.
pick him.
What ridiculousness are you picking?
My guy has a certain set of skills.
What's his name?
I'm going with Brian Mills.
Brian Mills is his name?
Yes.
Wow, I would have never gotten that.
I would have been sure that Josh was wrong, but I had him on my list, and he is
You did?
Brian Mills. Yeah, Brian Mills.
From Taken.
Taken.
All
Oh,
right.
shit, that was a movie? I'm kidding.
And the last pick, I'm surprised he's still around. I really felt like these were like my top 5.
Yeah.
I feel very lucky as far as who I wanted to pick. Great heroes. Maybe McClane was on that list. Luke Skywalker, Neo's great. Bum 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 bum. Indiana Jones.
I'm surprised.
Great
Aaron,
action hero.
I'm surprised Aaron didn't
Me too.
pick him earlier.
I didn't take him because he's not a fighter. He's a scientist.
He's
He's an archaeologist.
He's won more fights
a
than
fucking nerd.
He's won more fights than King Leonidas. So,
And how many people has he killed versus King Leonidas?
well, I mean, he's a
Well-
good guy. Plenty.
Come on.
Yeah, we
Come
whips
on.
him, throws him off a cliff, but we don't see it. You know, he's dead, but we don't see it.
True.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, he'd whip him to death. Give me a break.
So,
so how do we do?
Should we just keep going? This is so much fun.
My list is
Want to
done.
add another
Indiana
round?
Jones, the
One
last
more
one.
round?
Nah, that's fine. We could talk about like who was left off. Like I had Highlander on here, who is very
Highlander.
he's very OP. Like he can't even be killed really unless he's
Right.
beheaded. But like I don't really honestly know that much about Highlander, so like advocating for him on my part would be difficult.
We didn't have any Dirty Harry. Clint Eastwood was not on here.
Yeah,
I'd
they're
like
just-
to think he's pretty
we're-
good with the gun.
They're just
We're a
guys
little-
with guns.
Younger than that.
I also I picked Cameron Poe over picking Trinity from the Matrix.
Yeah.
Because Trinity also is very powerful. Not
What
as
about-
powerful
Oh, that's
as
where you're
Neo,
thinking
though.
about Sidekick.
Yeah.
There's
Ah,
Snake.
okay. Right,
Snake
right.
Plissken.
Snake Plissken, Sarah Connor.
Yeah. Katniss. Great with a bow.
Yeah.
Hobbs from Fast and Furious.
Yes, he was the one Fast and Furious character I had on my list.
Ooh, Martin
What?
Riggs.
You're kidding me.
Riggs.
If he separates his shoulder, how do you beat him?
Dominic
if-
Toretto beat up Hobbs.
See, if this went 10 rounds, then a lot of these people would be taken.
I find that ridiculous that you would take Hobbs over Dominic Toretto.
Of course.
That's fucking just crazy.
He's like
That's
a foot.
crazy
He's a
talk.
foot taller.
Did-
Although I guess not in the movies. Not they're like the same
Exactly.
height in the movie.
We're
but-
going with the movies here, Andrew.
Andrew.
They're eye to eye.
Dominic Toretto also has fallen off like 1,000-foot cliff.
Right. He's
in
a
car,
superhero.
and he was not a scratch. Not a scratch on him.
Exactly.
He
He's
also
going
drove
to win.
head to head with. By the way, Jason Statham wasn't taken. Like head to head crash and completely fine.
Also, Joe, really surprised you didn't take Jack Reacher.
I know, but in the movie he's cool, in the TV show he's cool, but he's not better than any of the 5 I
Well,
picked.
the only version of Jack Reacher he could have taken was in the movies, which would have been Tom Cruise, right?
Yeah, but the TV
tiny-
one would
tiny
destroy
one?
Tom Cruise.
Yeah.
Oh, we're taking TV too?
We said TV, yeah.
Ah, damn.
This was a dark
Ellen-
horse for me. If we would have went a few more rounds, Rita Vertasky.
What's that?
Rita Vertasky
From
from what's the movie? Tom Cruise. It keeps replaying. It's like Groundhog Day.
sure.
Edge of Tomorrow.
Edge
Yeah.
of Tomorrow. What did they call her? The
The Angel of Verdun.
yeah, Andrew
Yeah.
Verdun, or the something bitch. There was another one.
Ellen Ripley.
Yes.
Ripley's a good choice. El Mariachi from Desperado.
Conan the Barbarian, another Arnold character.
Agent
and then,
J.
of course, Agent J. I had him on my list.
Did you really?
And then, of course, Walker, Texas Ranger.
Walker.
I was thinking about it, but I
Texas
forgot
Ranger.
about the movie aspect.
We should have done 10 rounds.
I think, yeah.
10 rounds
There's
and then
some good
choose
ones.
your best 5.
Yeah.
Well, we've already kind of blown the
Sorry,
names.
but we got it for the next one.
You've blown.
This is just the first one.
Yeah.
All right.
Also, Sean Archer from Face Off, because technically it's 2 guys. It's like, who do you
2
want?
for
You
1.
want Cage or Travolta? They have
Get both.
Yeah. They could take their face off.
Face off.
Robert McCall from
No more
Equalizer.
drugs. No more drugs for this guy.
Yeah. Maximus from Gladiator was also on my list, but yeah.
Maximus from Gladiator. Yeah, that's good.
I've got a little carrot or caveat to the way you want to do this.
Go for it.
I think we all pick someone from someone else's list, like representing round 1. Mm-hmm. I pick someone from your list. You pick someone from Josh's list, and we just keep rotating it.
God.
Because then we don't know.
Chaos.
Wait, what are we doing now?
Instead of you picking someone from your own list.
Like every
rotate-
round we do this, or
Yeah.
just once?
No, every round we pick someone from someone else's list.
So we don't get our own team at all.
No, you're still representing your team, but someone else gets to pick. Unless Andrew wants to randomize it. Like,
I
I'd rather
see,
just
I
be
see. Okay,
random than I
okay.
have to pick someone and then, I don't know, whatever you guys want to do.
Well, let's recap lists. So first of all, I've got Dom, Inspector Lee, Ethan Hunt, Jason Bourne, and Brian Mills.
Okay. You're probably not winning any round.
Rounds or
Unfortunately.
rounds, yeah.
I've got Neo, Luke Skywalker, John Matrix, John McClane, and Cameron Poe.
Couple Johns.
Yeah.
I've got John Wick, James Bond, The Bride, Rambo, and Indiana Jones. It's a good 5. It's a
Aaron?
solid 5.
I've got the Terminator. I've got RoboCop. I have Dutch from Predator. King Leonidas from 300, and Jean-Claude Van Damme from Universal Soldier.
Technically 3 robots.
Sure, but you draft to win.
You drive.
I kind of want to pick my own guys though,
All right.
for the
That's fine.
for the fights.
That's
Yeah.
fine. All right.
Yeah.
So how should we do this? Should everyone write down
Sure.
a name, or
have
like
a piece of
or
paper?
do we all just yell it on 5? Like on the count
Well-
of 3, we all just yell out our guy.
Just everyone write
Fine.
it down. Just everyone write it down. So you got 5 people. Everyone write
So
down.
it's interesting
Yeah, just,
because
like,
like
order your
the
guys.
strategy is, like you have to come up with some sort of strategy. Do you want to waste your best guy first, or do you want to save him for later?
I guess that's part of the game.
That's part of the game, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. First round. Who do I want?
So type or write one of your players and don't
so
show it.
what is the venue? Are these guys just fighting on a
wait.
random field?
Yeah.
Shit.
Can I give Dominic Toretto a call?
We need AI for this.
Is it land, sea, or air? Dude, you could probably let AI do the fight.
Maybe.
Oh my God.
We'll
Who has
see if that
laptop?
could
You have
work.
your laptop today,
No,
Josh?
I don't have it today.
What if we can go to like ChatGPT or some kind of AI site and
Who
say
would win in a
who
fight
would win out of
between-
these 4? That'd be amazing.
Yeah, okay.
We can still discuss it, but then let it kind of do it. All
So
right.
update
Write one down.
One person gets to pick like the venue
All right.
and like the tools or whatever.
Well,
I think
mine's-
that's fair.
Every one of mine.
No,
are
we're not doing
in
that. That's
C.
way. I feel like that's way too complicated.
That's way too complicated.
We gotta just.
Write one of your people down now.
I know one of my people. I
Just
already
write
know
it
who
down
is.
or circle one.
All right.
Did you do one?
I'm going to.
Okay. I
This-
wrote mine down. Aaron, you typed it.
All right. Hold on. Don't look.
Well, I don't care. I don't
well, no,
have to
you
find
can't.
out.
You can't know. All right. I'm ready.
All right, Josh, who did you pick?
Inspector Lee.
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah.
one. It's a good one. Like
From
get the
Rush Hour.
loss. Get
Rush
the automatic
Hour-
loss out of the way.
Rush Hour 2 specifically, all right?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. You got it.
Oh,
You got it. The one that climbed on the bamboo. Got it.
Yeah, that's the one he
He's
wants.
got
Aaron.
skills.
I took King Leonidas this round.
Okay.
All right.
I'm really feeling good about my pick. Andrew.
I got Luke Skywalker.
That's a good one. That's a good one. And I went with Rambo.
Rambo, hey.
Rambo. So Rambo, you want to try typing it in while we're discussing
Sure.
it?
All right. Who
See
would
if
win
it-
in a fight between
Rambo, Luke Skywalker,
Rambo, Luke Skywalker,
King Leonidas,
King Leonidas,
and what's his name?
Inspector Lee.
Inspector Lee. Probably have to put from Rush Hour.
Spectre
It's gonna be
Lee
like,
from Rush Hour.
It'll come back
2. Rush Hour 2.
It'll
Thank
come
you
back.
for being specific.
Inspector Gadget, although would be tough, would probably lose immediately.
All right, let's see what they come up with.
All right.
That's an interesting mix of characters, which each have their own strengths. Let's break down their skill. Okay, so this is just in order. Okay. Oh, this is insane. So
What?
they're just showing like Rambo's strengths. I can't read
Incredible
all of it.
survival skills, hand-to-hand combat.
Weaknesses relies more on the environment. Booby trap, stealth, terrain, doesn't have force or supernatural abilities. Luke Skywalker, master of the force.
Yeah.
Highly skilled with lightsaber. Weaknesses, if caught or off guard or unable to use the force, Luke's combat skills are still formidable but more conventional.
Got it.
King Leonidas, peak physical condition. For sure. Expert
Right.
warrior, master of Spartan combat techniques. Weaknesses, he died, like you said. No.
It's a tough one.
As a mortal human,
tough
he
one.
lacks supernatural abilities. Inspector Lee, Rush Hour 2. They just put LOL.
They went,
Excellent
really? You
climbing.
serious?
Excellent climbing
You
skills.
serious, Clark?
Highly skilled in martial arts,
Knew it.
quick reflexes, street smarts. While he's a great fighter in his own right, he doesn't have raw strength or experience of other combatants. Weaknesses, he's not on the same level as the other fighters in terms of raw power or advanced techniques.
Yeah.
His focus is more on cleverness and situational awareness. This is brilliant. All right,
This
you know
is
what?
amazing.
The battle breakdown, I have to read this. Rambo versus Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
If Rambo gets the jump on Luke, he could use his strength or his stealth and surprise to potentially set up an ambush. However, Luke's force abilities would likely allow him to sense Rambo's presence and protect himself from surprise attacks.
That's amazing. His
Very
Spidey
true.
sense.
Very true.
Luke could disarm Rambo or stop him with telekinesis.
Wow.
And the lightsaber would easily cut through most weapons. Advantage Luke Skywalker.
Very
Kill
true.
yourself. I'm gonna go kill myself. Yeah, he's gonna destroy Rambo. He for sure will control Rambo's
You're
mind.
not my enemy.
He might go kill yourself. I'm like, there's nothing up here to control you. I don't know who you think I am.
And or he's just too stupid. He's like, yes, I will kill yourself.
I don't know prepositions.
Yeah. All right, this is
Oh man.
Luke versus King Leonidas. Leonidas is an incredibly skilled warrior, but Luke has a distinct advantage with the Force and his lightsaber. He could easily evade Leonidas' spear and shield and use telekinesis or lightsaber skills to incapacitate him. Even if Leonidas could get close, Luke's agility and Jedi reflexes would give him a decisive edge. Advantage Luke. All right, now let's see King Leonidas versus Rambo.
Oh man.
Oh,
This would be a brutal and evenly matched fight. Both
I
are
think so,
elite
too.
warriors, but Rambo's guerrilla tactics and adaptability could give him an edge in terms of outmaneuvering Leonidas. Leonidas is a superior hand-to-hand fighter, but Rambo's use of traps, his physical toughness, and knowledge of the environment could wear Leonidas down. This one's tough, says computer. But I lean towards Rambo.
Computer leans Rambo.
Due to his tactical mind. Rambo versus Inspector Lee.
Yes. I'm telling you, I think he has a chance.
Dude, I didn't even know it was gonna be this good.
While Lee is fast and skilled, Rambo is a trained soldier and survivalist with superior
God
combat
damn it.
strength. Lee might land a few hits and his martial arts expertise, but Rambo's sheer toughness and lethal precision would likely win out in the end. Advantage Rambo.
Fuck.
Rambo.
And then finally, Inspector Lee versus
All right.
Leonidas.
Here we go. The third place game.
Leonidas would likely overpower Lee in a direct confrontation, as Lee's martial arts skills are impressive, but still wouldn't match Leonidas in raw physical strength and battle experience. Advantage Leonidas. Now for the final verdict.
Holy shit.
While each fighter brings something unique to the table, Luke Skywalker would most likely win the fight. His mastery of the Force, lightsaber skills, and overall combat prowess would be a huge advantage. I mean, yeah,
It's
that
the
makes sense.
telekinesis, which
He
doesn't.
has superpowers.
Right,
It's hard to fight someone
Right,
with
he's
superpowers.
essentially a Marvel character.
This is
Yeah.
fantastic. Though.
This
This is amazing.
This needs to
Amazing.
decide every round. This is
I
fantastic.
think we just read this. How do we
so.
not?
Right.
I mean, I could make an argument for Rambo just because he's tough and he's Rambo and he knows how to kill.
Yeah.
I don't know if Luke knows how to kill.
I think they nailed this though.
Yeah, I
Rambo's
think so.
2.
Yeah.
Leonidas is 3, and of course Jackie Chan is 4.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
This thing is brilliant.
It's AI. You know, Skynet.
So,
Oh,
Andrew-
I wonder what Skynet's going to say about Terminator at some point.
Andrew's
gonna be
up
interesting.
1-0. Is that what we have?
Yes.
Okay.
I guess so.
If we're keeping score,
We are.
We
I just made that announcement.
Luke wouldn't be able to kill, so Rambo would win. That's what I'm
Luke
saying.
kills people.
Just knocks him out.
Just not his father. I can't kill my father.
And then
Luke can take
Yeti
his
Tron.
saber and go and kill 20 people in 5 seconds.
Rambo throws a dagger. He was hiding in a forest. Throws a dagger
Okay, a dagger. There we go.
from the forest. All right, everyone pick their next person.
All right. Who do I want? Who do I want? All right.
Josh, are you in?
I'm locked in.
Aaron, are you locked in?
Locked in.
Yes,
You really
I
don't
am
have to
in.
hide it, but go ahead, Josh.
I'm choosing Jason Bourne from the Bourne Identity.
Jason Bourne. Got a great matchup with him coming up. Aaron?
Van Damme from Universal Soldier.
Van Damme from Universal Soldier. I'm going to go Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga. John Wick.
All right. I've got Cameron Poe from Con
Cameron
Air.
Poe from Con Air. Wick versus Bourne. That should be interesting.
All right.
Can't wait to see. So you've got Cameron Poe
From Con Air.
Con Air.
Yeah.
John Wick is probably pretty self-explanatory.
John Wick.
Van Damme from Universal Soldier. Do you know his name?
Luke Devereaux. L-U-C. Luke Devereaux.
Van Damme. Oh, wait. I'm sorry.
Luke.
Luke. How do you spell it?
No, it's L-U-C.
L-U-C.
Of course, he's French. Devereaux.
Devereaux.
With like the French way.
D-E-V.
like
E-R-O?
No, E-A.
E-A-U-X. Yeah.
Oh, of course.
Say from.
No,
X.
that's not right.
Yeah.
Devereaux, like that.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And say just put from you.
From Universal Soldier.
And then
After
Jason
initial
Bourne.
looks, I think it's coming down to John
Bourne
Wick versus
from-
Jason
no,
Bourne.
Yeah. from the Bourne Identity
Yeah, okay,
Supremacy.
yeah, that's
Yes,
interesting.
but Van Damme can't be shot
for
in the
this-
chest and killed.
Before.
He's not human.
Yeah, but you could say that about Terminator. He was killed. You know what I
Well,
mean?
he melted himself.
Yeah, well, I mean, he was losing to that other Terminator pretty easily.
That's true.
All right, well, yeah, let's see what AI says. I think John Wick's hard to
I think we should,
beat.
yeah. This instead of reading all their strengths and weaknesses, maybe just do the fight breakdown.
I don't know. That was pretty
All right, it's
fucking
pretty good.
amazing.
All right, Cameron Poe from Con Air.
Cameron Poe.
Strengths. Poe is a highly skilled former U.S. Ranger with exceptional hand-to-hand combat abilities. Remember, you are a lethal weapon, and you don't get the same laws as everyone else
That's
in
true.
a made-up movie that just doesn't exist in real life.
Right.
Exceptional hand-to-hand combat abilities, marksmanship, and a high tolerance for pain. That's right. Shot in the shoulder, no cell.
No.
Amazing, like the Terminator.
Right.
He's tough, resourceful, and he has a strong sense of justice. His
Yeah.
skills in confined
Bring it
spaces
all.
and under pressure are notable, and he's fearless when protecting others. Weaknesses. Poe is a bit of a man of honor type.
Right.
So he might hesitate in a no-holds-barred fight.
Exactly, especially
All-
since you've been to jail.
Thank you. Also, while he's a powerful fighter, he's not on the same level as some of the more tactical or highly trained combatants here.
Here.
Why don't you read John Wick?
John Wick. The strengths. Wick is a legendary hitman known for his incredible precision, deadly efficiency, and mastery of multiple combat styles. He's a skilled gunfighter, expert in Krav
Maga.
Yeah, and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. And he's the ability to think and react at lightning speed in combat. That's true. His tactical mind and ruthlessness makes him a force to be reckoned with. Weakness, it just says N-A. All right. Luke,
Pretty much.
No, Wick's greatest strength can also be his weakness. His relentless pursuit of vengeance sometimes leads him to overextending himself. That's true.
Yeah.
His emotional attachment, especially in the earlier films, can cloud his judgment.
Wow. All right. Universal Soldier.
Yeah.
Strengths. Luke is a genetically enhanced super soldier with superhuman strength, speed, and endurance.
Another superhero.
His enhanced reflexes and stamina combined with his training in various combat techniques makes him nearly unstoppable. His durability, ability to recover from injuries, and near immunity to pain are huge advantages. Weaknesses: despite his enhancements, Luke is still somewhat vulnerable to mind control and manipulation.
He would lose to Luke.
Right,
Yeah.
as shown in the Universal Soldier series.
Oh.
And his more robotic nature could be exploited if opponents find a way to outthink him.
Yeah, and then we'll do Jason Bourne's strengths. Highly skilled operative with superior tactical thinking, hand-to-hand combat skills, marksmanship, and extensive training in espionage. He has the ability to analyze situations, adapt rapidly, making him incredibly dangerous in unpredictable situations. His physical fitness, stamina, and quick reflexes are also top-notch. His weaknesses: he suffers from amnesia. So while his mind is sharp, certain emotional and psychological triggers can disrupt his focus. He's also human, so he's more vulnerable to injury.
Oh, human.
All right, let's see this battle breakdown.
Battle breakdown. First up, it's going to be rough. We've got Cameron Poe versus John Wick.
Uh-oh.
Poe and Wick
Dead.
would be a brutal close quarters battle. True. While Poe is a great fighter and very tough, Wick's expertise in gunplay, tactical combat, and ruthless efficiency would give him the edge. Wick is known for finishing his opponents quickly, and his precision with firearms would likely overwhelm Poe before he could get a solid shot in. Advantage John Wick.
I see that.
Yeah, be pretty easy. All right, next up.
John Wick versus Luke Devereaux. Luke's superhuman abilities would be a serious challenge for Wick. While Wick is a master of combat, Luke's durability, strength, and resilience would give him an advantage in a straight-up fight. Wick would likely be able to use his speed and agility to outmaneuver Luke for a while, but Luke's endurance and ability to withstand serious injury would eventually wear him down. Advantage Luke.
That's right.
Universal Soldier.
Luke versus Jason Bourne. Luke has a clear advantage here, but Bourne's tactical genius and adaptability makes him a formidable opponent. Bourne would look for weaknesses in Luke's defense and try to exploit them, particularly if Luke's mind could be clouded or manipulated. However, Luke's enhanced abilities combined with his superhuman resilience would likely be too much for Bourne to overcome in a prolonged fight. Advantage Luke.
Yeah.
It's these. I'm telling you, we shouldn't have went with superpowers. Makes it a little unfair.
Oh my God, there's 5 fights.
Yeah.
Cameron Poe versus Luke.
Yeah, this would be a tough one for Poe. Again, Luke's sheer physical superiority and combat capabilities would be overwhelming. Poe would likely fight bravely using his environment and military training to try to gain upper hand, but Luke's enhancements would ultimately give him the victory.
And then Jason Bourne versus Poe, just
There
for
we go.
fun.
Yeah.
In a straight fight, this would be very even. Both are exceptional fighters with great stamina and tactical minds. Bourne's superior agility, reflexes, and ability to think on his feet would give him the edge. Poe is a strong, tough fighter, but Bourne's adaptability and ability to take down opponents quickly would likely win him the fight.
Advantage
So,
Bourne.
Interesting. So I feel like Luke is the winner here.
Luke Devereaux. Luke wins
Devereaux.
again for as AI is concerned.
Back-to-back Luke's.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Strength, speed, endurance put him as a distinct advantage over his human opponents.
Aaron just essentially chose robots for his entire
So
people.
he's not human?
Apparently, that's what it said, right?
He's Captain
Cyborg?
America.
He's
I'm sorry.
like Cyborg. He's like
Yeah.
enhanced human. Yeah.
No, but yeah, he's Winter Soldier.
I
He's
think
Winter
John
Soldier.
Wick could take him.
I think John Wick would beat Winter Soldier.
But the thing is, John Wick could shoot him, but that's not going to stop him.
How do you stop him? Blow him up?
Yeah, basically. That's how he killed Dolph Lundgren in that movie. He just put him through a fucking wood chipper.
Did you just spoil Universal Soldier for me?
Yeah.
It's been 20 years,
Sorry,
Andrew.
buddy.
Sorry.
He died 30
All
years
right,
ago.
everybody pick your next one.
Sorry.
Everybody pick your next one. Let's
So we
see.
are just going by AI? All right.
Might as well. It's kind of fun.
That's fine.
I think Wick would be the pick there, but
Yeah.
whatever.
All
All
right.
right, so let's see. Let me pick a different one here. Let me look at some of the matchups here. All right.
All right, I'm locked in.
Yeah, I'm locked
Good.
in.
Lock it in.
Locked in.
Josh, what do you got?
Dominic Toretto.
Dominic Toretto for the third round fight.
Amazing. I can't wait to see
Aaron.
what AI has to say about that.
Aaron, which superhero are you picking off your list?
Dutch from Predator.
Dutch from Predator. Okay, he's human, kind of, but he's pretty much superhero.
Do I look human?
I'm gonna go Indiana Jones
Neo.
and Andrew's going Neo.
God damn it.
All right, I wonder what.
I was like,
there's one superhero on this list.
I was like, Dom's got a chance on this one. They fucking picked Neo.
Between Neo from The Matrix,
Indiana Jones,
Indiana Jones from what movie?
Yep.
No, sorry.
Dutch from The Predator, and
Predator.
just put Dominic Toretto.
And
Self-explanatory.
Dominic Toretto. Yeah. Question mark. All right. Neo, strength, superhuman abilities.
That's it. No
Including
weakness.
super strength, whatever. We know what he can do.
Yeah.
Let's
Dodge
see.
bullets.
Weaknesses. Neo's powers are tied to the Matrix.
Oh.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
No, they're not.
Well, AI's not wrong. So.
Hold on. They made me retype this to Matrix 3. He has powers
You didn't
outside the
specify.
Matrix.
You
Beyond
didn't
the Matrix.
specify.
That's insane. Okay. He's still a capable fighter, but not nearly as powerful. Okay, that's weird because. All right. Indiana Jones, master of archaeology. Sorry, this is your turn.
Whip fighting, marksmanship, and a highly skilled hand-to-hand fighter. He's a resourceful and quick thinker, able to use his environment to his advantage, and he's survived impossible situations with sheer willpower and luck. His intellect is also a huge asset. Weakness, while Indy is tough and capable, he's still just a human without any super abilities or enhancements. Physical skills, while impressive, are not on the level of other people in this fight.
Yeah. Dutch from Predator. Strengths, a special forces operative with immense physical strength, combat prowess, and survival skills. Weaknesses, Dutch doesn't have any supernatural powers, and his success is largely due to his resourcefulness, training, and willpower. He can be injured, and while tough, he's still human. Yeah. Dominic Toretto.
Let's hear it.
Dominic Toretto family.
We should have specified.
family.
We should have specified with car.
Yeah.
With car.
No, and it says his whole family gets to fight with him. So that's kind of his thing.
Strengths. He wears the fuck out of a wife beater.
Yes, goddamn right he does.
Yeah.
Incredible physical strength.
That's
Stamina,
true.
Yeah. And reflexes combined with a highly strategic mind. He's a streetcar racer turned superhero with mechanic and excellent combat skills.
Turned
I'm adding.
superhero.
Particularly when it comes to car chases and high octane situations. He's fiercely loyal, deep sense of weaknesses like Indian Dutch. Toretto is human with no super abilities.
Is he?
This is come on. All right.
Battle breakdown. Neo versus Indiana Jones. Even without his full powers, Neo's abilities far exceed Indy's in terms of speed, strength, and agility. Indy is resourceful and can look at rocks in an interesting way. But Neo can dodge bullets and rocks, manipulate the environment, and fly, giving him a clear edge. Unless Indy manages to somehow exploit a weakness or surprise him, Neo would dominate this fight.
Yeah, let's see. Neo versus Dutch. Wait, or which one did you just do?
Yeah, this one.
Yeah.
Do this one.
Yeah. So while Dutch is incredibly skilled soldier with amazing survival instincts, Neo's superhuman abilities, especially in the Matrix, give him the upper hand. Dutch's tactics and sheer toughness could help him survive for a bit, but Neo would likely finish him with his speed, strength, and ability to control his surroundings.
Neo versus Dominic Toretto.
Yeah.
What we all came for.
Toretto is a skilled and strong fighter, but he doesn't have any abilities that could rival Neo's superpowers. It's
a lie.
Neo could easily evade Toretto's car and defeat him with his superior speed and agility, or even end the fight before it gets started by controlling the environment around them.
And there's another line. Neo could also end the fight before it gets started because Toretto would be too busy trying to hotwire a car to fight Neo.
Yeah.
Indiana Jones versus Dutch. Indy is tough and clever, but Dutch is a seasoned special forces operative with a huge advantage in terms of physicality, combat skills, and survival instincts. In a straight-up fight, Dutch would overpower Indy. Although Indy might put up a fight using his quick thinking and resourcefulness, advantage Dutch.
Indiana Jones versus Dominic Toretto.
Oh.
Indy might be able to outsmart Toretto in a few situations, but in terms of sheer physical strength, resilience, and fighting ability, Toretto would be the stronger opponent. Indy's whip and quick reflexes might give him a few moments of advantage, but Toretto's toughness and experience in hand-to-hand combat would likely win out.
He's a fucking mechanic.
so
how would
what-
he beat Indiana Jones? He can heal himself with the chalice.
So what I'm hearing is that Dominic Toretto was a clear winner in this round.
in that fight.
It just in that fight.
In the last one. This one.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Dutch versus Dominic Toretto, advantage Dutch. Both are incredibly strong and skilled, but Dutch's military training experience with high stress, high danger situations would give him the edge.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Dominic Toretto didn't kill a predator.
I'm sorry. I mean, he put him behind a car. He's the most lethal man on four wheels.
Final verdict, Neo would most likely win the overall fight. His abilities are far beyond the other combatants in terms of raw power. You know, it's all the same shit.
So we're 3 for 3 with superheroes winning the non-superhero
Sure.
draft. That's good, of course. All right, pick your next fighter.
All right.
Pick your next fighter. I got mine. Josh? Got yours?
Yeah, I'm locked in.
Aaron?
Locked in.
Josh, who are you picking?
I'm picking Ethan Hunt.
Ethan Hunt.
You sure you don't want Ethan Page?
No, I meant Ethan Hunt.
They're similar. It's fine.
He's won a few matches.
Aaron?
RoboCop.
RoboCop's coming in. Very nice. I'm going to go James Bond.
And I got John Matrix from Commando. Yeah.
All right. Who would win in a fight between
I think
James
Ethan
Bond?
Hunt has a really good chance here.
John Matrix
He's-
from Commando?
He's got a lot of intelligence. He's crafty. He's got some skills. He's hard to kill.
And who?
RoboCop
RoboCop.
from RoboCop.
It's probably going to be RoboCop, I'm guessing. Or James Bond. Honestly, James Bond, he always wins.
Who has the super strength? Oh, RoboCop. It'll be RoboCop.
James Bond is the quintessential spy with a vast range of skills, exceptional marksmanship, hand-to-hand combat, charisma, and the ability to fuck any woman he wants. He's
Any
resourceful,
woman.
has gadgets at his disposal, and is a master of espionage. Weaknesses: while Bond is incredibly skilled and resourceful, he's still human, meaning he has limits in terms of physical strength and durability compared to some of the more enhanced opponents here.
Ethan Hunt's strengths are he's an elite field agent with near superhuman stamina. That's
Wow.
true.
Yeah.
Agility and reflexes. His training in combat, parkour, and covert operations is top tier. He's also highly resourceful, using anything at his disposal to complete missions, often performing death-defying stunts. And his determination and ability to recover from any setback make him incredibly resilient. Weakness, like Bond, he's a human and doesn't have the advanced abilities. His drive sometimes leads him to take on some reckless risks, which could be exploited in a fight. Yeah, he's jumping on the back of a plane just to try to beat RoboCop. Might be tough.
John Matrix is an extremely strong, heavily skilled ex-Special Forces operative. He has the raw strength and combat prowess of a seasoned warrior, combined with the brutal efficiency of someone who's seen it all. Matrix can use nearly anything as a weapon and is a master of close quarters combat and guerrilla tactics. He's resilient, and his survival instincts are razor sharp. Weaknesses: while Matrix is incredibly strong and resourceful, his physicality is his greatest asset and potential weakness. He can be outsmarted, and he lacks the subtlety and intelligence of the more spy-like characters like Bond and Hunt. Also, he's not as versatile in stealth and espionage as Bond or Hunt.
Yeah. All right. RoboCop strength. He's a robot. Weaknesses. No. He's a cyborg combining human intellect and combat experience with the power, durability, and firepower of a machine. He has superhuman strength, near impervious armor, advanced targeting systems, and access to a vast array of data, making him highly formidable opponent. His position with firearms and combat strategy is unmatched, and his cybernetic enhancements give him an immense durability and resilience. His weakness: while RoboCop is incredibly tough, he's not invincible. His human side still struggles with emotional conflict, and his movements can sometimes be mechanical and predictable. His reliance on programming could be a vulnerability if you just unplug him. If an opponent
Runs
were
out of
to
batteries.
exploit it. Yep.
All right.
He's exceptionally good at shooting people in the dick.
Yeah, that's right.
Battle breakdown: James Bond versus Ethan Hunt.
Let's see this.
Bond is a fantastic spy with great adaptability and resourcefulness. They love that word. But Hunt's physicality and combat training are a notch above.
What?
His
That's what I'm telling you.
acrobatics, parkour skills, and relentless parkour skills.
What is that?
Determination would likely give him the edge in hand-to-hand combat or in any high-risk situation. Bond's gadgets might give him some advantage, but Hunt's agility and endurance would make him a tough opponent to pin down. Advantage
Wow.
Ethan Hunt.
That's crazy.
I would say James Bond for sure.
I would have too.
Oh, come on. No,
Aaron?
I don't think so.
I would have said James Bond.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Interesting.
then next one.
James Bond versus John Matrix. Bond is highly skilled, but Matrix is a brute force powerhouse with the raw strength and combat experience to take on multiple opponents at once. Bond's gadgets and charm might give him an edge. Hello there, Mr. Matrix. You're very strong. Wondering if you'd like to get a drink with me. But in a prolonged fight, Matrix would overpower him with his physical strength and sheer combat prowess.
You idiot!
I'm not gay. He's in like a tux with a martini. Why don't you come have a drink with me? All right, John Matrix wins according to this.
That's hilarious. James Bond versus RoboCop. Bond's quick thinking and gadgets are impressive, but RoboCop's cybernetic enhancements and heavy armor would make him incredibly difficult to defeat. Even with Bond's resourcefulness, it would be hard to hurt RoboCop. Bond could potentially use his wits to exploit any weaknesses in RoboCop's programming, but overall, RoboCop's durability and firepower would win the day.
He would just bring an EMT. Boom, done.
Yeah.
Shuts down.
Right. Or show him some type of emotional trauma. He shuts down.
Bullshit.
Right.
Ethan Hunt versus John Matrix. While Hunt is highly skilled and athletic fighter, Matrix' superior strength and raw power would likely overwhelm him in a direct confrontation. Hunt could use his agility and speed to evade Matrix for a while, but Matrix' ability to take a hit and keep going would eventually wear down Hunt. Advantage, John Matrix.
Ethan Hunt versus RoboCop. Hunt's agility and acrobatic combat skills would help him evade RoboCop's attacks for a short time, but RoboCop's strength, durability, and advanced targeting systems would eventually win out. Hunt might try to outmaneuver RoboCop, but RoboCop's resistance to damage and fire would eventually overwhelm him.
How advanced
Last one?
is his targeting system? It was built in the 90s. Come on. I mean, Ethan.
80s.
80s. Ethan Hunt has much better
But in the movie,
tools.
it's the future.
It's true.
All right, Matrix versus RoboCop. While Matrix is incredibly tough, RoboCop's a fucking robot with physical enhancements
Shoot him.
and armor that would be difficult for Matrix to land any significant blows. Matrix could potentially outsmart RoboCop for a while, but his RoboCop's speed, firepower, and strength would likely win in the end.
That's
All
correct.
right. Final verdict, obviously RoboCop.
That's correct.
RoboCop. All right, 4 straight superheroes. Awesome. All right, so for the final round, you want to just type these in because that's
That's true.
everyone's last one. Are we out of superheroes? Nope, we have one left. Who would it fight between the T800?
Oh my God. Sorry.
T800 from Terminator 2, I would put because it's just letters and numbers.
Yeah.
The Bride,
The Bride
From Kill Bill.
Kill Bill.
John McClane. Poor John McClane. Bad matchup.
McClane
Bad matchup.
From Die
Very bad
Hard.
matchup.
And Brian Mills from Taken.
Brian Mills from Taken.
They would all just shoot Brian in the face.
Yeah. All right. This is an awesome clash of combatants from different genres. I should have read this. Each with their own set of strengths and fighting styles. Let's break it down. All right.
The T-800 is a cybernetic organism with superhuman strength, speed, and durability. It has advanced combat programming, incredible endurance, and is virtually impervious to bullets and other conventional attacks due to its endoskeleton
That's right.
and regenerative capabilities. I can't do it. It's also, I just can't read. It's also highly intelligent and adaptive in combat, able to analyze and predict human actions. My weaknesses, I
can't read.
If you drop me in lava, I die.
The T-800, though highly durable, is still vulnerable to powerful or explosive weaponry, as shown in Terminator 2. And it can be damaged by concentrated attacks on its more vulnerable points, such as the head or joints. Its human experience and emotional understanding are somewhat limited, but it can be exploited in situations requiring nuance or unpredictability.
Wow. The Bride, Miss Kiddo from Kill Bill. Strengths. The Bride is a highly trained assassin with extraordinary combat skills, especially with a katana. Her skills in sword fighting, hand-to-hand combat, and stealth make her one of the deadliest characters in cinematic history. She has immense willpower, stamina, and pain tolerance, and her experience with lethal combat is unmatched. She also has the 5-point palm exploding heart technique. Would that work on Terminator? We shall see. If used effectively, can potentially disable an opponent in one fatal
What are you doing, you stupid bitch?
endoskeletal move, it says. Yeah. Weaknesses: despite her immense skill, the Bride is still human and has limits of human endurance and vulnerability. Her emotions, particularly her desire for revenge, could cloud her judgment and make her take on risks.
Read the last
She
sentence.
also doesn't have the kind of raw physical strength or ability that the T-8000 or McClane might possess.
800.
Sure.
Or McClane?
Or T-800, yeah.
McClane, yeah.
They're on the same level?
So what? I
would
think
take the Bride
GPT is a little misogynistic here.
Maybe
Jeez,
so.
wow.
We'll see. We'll see.
John McClane is a tough, resourceful New York cop
Yeah.
who has survived impossible situations due to his wit, endurance, and sheer determination. He's a skilled marksman, hand-to-hand fighter, and technician tactician, able to improvise with whatever's at hand. McClane's survival instincts and ability to adapt to nearly any situation give him a considerable edge in chaotic environments.
Oh, yeah.
Weaknesses: McClane is still just a human and doesn't have superhuman abilities like some of the other characters here. He's been shot, injured, and pushed to his physical limits in his films, which means he's vulnerable to damage and fatigue. His success often relies on being able to think quickly or find clever situations rather than relying on raw combat prowess, sorry.
Yeah, Brian Mills from Taken. Brian Mills is a former CIA operative with exceptional skills in hand-to-hand combat, intelligence gathering, and interrogation. Yeah, he can put battery on your nuts. His particular set of skills makes him a lethal opponent in close combat, and he's able to track and anticipate an enemy's moves. His experience with high-stakes situations and his drive to protect his family makes him relentless and focused. Weakness: like McClane, Mills is a human. Which means he could just be injured and exhausted. His reliance on his intelligence and his ability to get inside the mind of his enemies may be not as effective in a straight-up physical confrontation. Mills also operates more effectively in environments where he has the advantage of surprise or preparation.
Battle breakdown: the T-800 versus the Bride.
Interesting.
Oh boy. The Bride is an incredible fighter, but the T-800 has superior strength, durability, and regenerative capabilities. While she could potentially exploit a weak point, such as aiming for his eyes or head, it would be very difficult to incapacitate the T-800 in a direct fight. Even if she used her speed and skill to land some strikes, the T-800's sheer resilience and ability to absorb damage would ultimately win out. The Bride would need to rely on trickery or a specific weapon, like a heavy explosive or a focused attack to its weak points to even stand a chance. Advantage T-800.
T-800 versus John McClane. McClane is incredibly resourceful, and he could use his knowledge of technology. What
kind of technology?
To outmaneuver the T-800 for a time. But the cyborg's physical superiority and resistance to damage would eventually overwhelm McClane. McClane would probably get some good shots in, but Terminator's durability and relentless pursuit would likely end the fight in his favor, especially if they're in a more open environment where the T-800 can fully utilize his strength. Now, if it's Christmas, does that change things?
I think if it's Christmas, he adds 2 more points of strength.
Yes, I think so.
T-800 versus Brian Mills. Yeah, a.k.a. a 60-year-old man. Mills is a skilled and calculating fighter, but the T-800's physical power and the fact that he doesn't tire, feel pain, or falter would give him the edge. Mills' best chance would be to use his intelligence and environment to his advantage, setting traps or creating distractions. But against a relentless machine like the T-800, he would eventually be outclassed. Advantage T-800.
Like the What If, cartoons, they need to do something like this.
Oh my God.
With all these superheroes or action heroes from
It's
different
coming soon with AI.
genres. I know, right?
There are YouTube channels that do fan videos of two
Yes.
characters fighting.
The Superman versus the Hulk is pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's like Christopher Reeve versus the Hulk from the TV show The Look, I think. And it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Bride versus Mills. Both are
No, McCain.
Where? Oh,
We're
Bride
at
versus
this one.
McCain. Sorry.
Yeah.
While McCain is a tough, skilled fighter, the Bride's expertise in hand-to-hand combat, weaponry, and relentless focus on her goal would likely give her the advantage. McClane could hold on for a while, especially in terms of improvisation and wit, but the Bride's agility, precision, and mastery of various combat skills would likely overpower him eventually.
I agree with that.
Yeah, probably. She's pretty awesome.
The Bride versus... Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, so what we're finding out here in this draft is that, humans aren't going to do very well.
Pretty much.
What we're finding out is Joe picked some of the best fighters in history, but none of them would be anything versus superheroes.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
The Bride versus Brian Mills. Both are extremely skilled in combat and intelligence, but the Bride's lethal precision with a katana, her stamina, and her ability to finish fights quickly would likely overwhelm Mills. Mills is a very dangerous opponent in his own right, but in a close combat situation, the Bride's superior speed and combat training would make her the stronger contender.
All right, for the final one, it has McClane versus Mills. Who you guys got?
I think it's Mills, right? McClane's just a tough city cop.
But Mills
is from the CIA.
Okay, Aaron?
I'd say it's Mills.
All right. So McClane's strength and his resourcefulness and ability to handle impossible situations is great, but Mills has more focus on the set of skills in terms of close combat tracking and interrogation. Once you tell him that John McClane took his daughter, the fight is basically over.
There you go.
Advantage Brian Mills.
Yeah.
Doesn't say that, but
And then, of course, for the final verdict, T-800 would most likely win the fight. Superhuman strength, durability, and advanced targeting systems. Yeah. While the Bride and Mills have exceptional combat skills.
awesome.
So from what I'm getting from this first ever draft,
Yeah.
is that Joe and Josh understood the assignment.
We did.
No superheroes, no superpowers, and both these motherfuckers both chose superpowers.
All of Aaron's robots won.
I just want to make the point. Andrew and I were talking about this before y'all came over.
Collusion.
I tried to say
They can have
let's-
powers. You guys need to read the text. They can have powers.
So then it would have been all Neos and Lukes. We would have had no John McClanes, no James Bonds.
I tried to make the point we should do no powers, so
Yeah.
that way we could have like Dutch versus the Bride.
Oh my
and
God,
shit like
yeah,
that.
and see who would actually
I tried
win.
to make that point.
We
but-
did. Bride wins.
but it didn't land.
I love the AI though. Honestly, that was incredible. Like literally breaking down like all of those kind of things.
It was fun.
pretty cool.
It was fun.
Let's
Yeah.
see the best. Let's ask them about the best
Okay,
fighters.
Neo, Luke Skywalker,
T-800,
Inspector Lee.
RoboCop,
Shut up, Josh. RoboCop.
and then Van Damme's character was Luke Devereaux, right?
Yes.
Okay, LUC
Yeah.
Devereaux from Universal Soldier. Just put Universal Soldier.
From Universal Soldier. Is there anyone else that's
That's the 5. Right?
interesting? Or that's like super powered?
No, those are all.
Dominic Toretto with a car. It's a superpower.
That,
All right.
Those are the 5 super.
We don't have to read everything here, but he's a
We know-
master of the Matrix. All right.
We know
let's
the
see.
strengths and weaknesses. Let's just go to the battles. I would say
It's
While
still
pulling
typing
up.
it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
This AI only types 100 words per second, so sorry.
Goddamn AI.
All right, here we go.
Battle breakdown. Neo versus Luke Skywalker. Advantage Neo.
What?
Yeah.
I probably.
Neo has complete control over the laws of the Matrix, and most likely Luke's in it. He can manipulate time, space, and the environment. But yeah, Luke would be a strong opponent, especially if he used the Force, but Neo's ability to bend reality would likely allow him to overcome Luke's lightsaber and Force powers in the Matrix. Outside the Matrix, Luke would probably have a better chance with his lightsaber and Force ability. So I guess it just depends if they're in the Matrix or not.
All right, Neo versus T-800. This is interesting. In the Matrix, Neo has. So I guess every fight's in the Matrix because that's where they think he exists.
Yeah.
Neo has superhuman speed, flight, and the ability to stop bullets, which would make him nearly unstoppable. The T-800, while incredibly tough and resilient, would struggle against Neo's ability to manipulate reality. Neo could easily evade or destroy the T-800, and even if the T-800 kept coming, Neo could overpower it using its enhanced abilities. Advantage Neo.
Yeah, even outside the Matrix. Neo beats RoboCop.
Yep.
Neo beats Luke Devereaux. Luke Skywalker versus the T-800. While the T-800 is incredibly durable, Luke's Force powers would allow him to dodge T-800's attacks, manipulate its movements, and even incapacitate it using telekinesis. Luke could also use his lightsaber to just cut through the T-800's endoskeleton, giving him a clear advantage. Yeah. Luke versus RoboCop. Luke wins.
Yep.
Luke beats Universal Soldier. T-800 versus RoboCop?
Here we go.
Oh,
Both are powerful cybernetic organisms, but the RoboCop has more advanced targeting systems. I disagree.
That's
and better
crazy.
programming for handling a variety of combat situations. I was never a big RoboCop guy, but people love him. The T-800 might be stronger and more durable, but RoboCop's accuracy, firepower, and tactical intelligence would give him the edge. If the fight's prolonged, RoboCop's adaptability and weaponry would likely overpower T-800. Like the T-800 could regenerate and stuff. Like I don't know. And it's
Aaron?
but advantage RoboCop.
I would have picked the Terminator in this
Yeah,
one.
for sure.
Yeah.
T-800 beats Universal Soldier, and then RoboCop beats Universal Soldier. But of course, the verdict says Neo would most likely win.
Wow.
Wow, that's great.
Wow.
Interesting.
Good stuff. That was fun.
Wow.
That was a lot of fun.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
So where's my fucking belt?
Where's my
Did you win the most?
Yeah.
He wants his 3 robots won out.
And I won twice?
Yep.
All right.
Aaron's 3 robots, Andrew's 2 superheroes.
Yes.
You guys got to read the text messages better.
I mean, of course. But that was good. That was good.
That's gonna be cool when we do a superhero version.
Oh my god.
And it's gonna be like Hulk versus
like
Superman
dream
versus.
matchups,
That's
yeah.
gonna be amazing.
And we can do villains too.
Well, we should probably save that for another one, right?
Yeah.
Well, right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, like a super villain draft. Yeah, that should be a lot of fun. Let us know what you thought of that. Hopefully that didn't go on for too long, but yeah, ChatGPT was pretty great there.
Yeah.
All right, let's get to the news and rumors, aka the Hollywood Hogwash. So Disney Plus finally released the Daredevil Born Again trailer that was leaked online months ago. It looks just like the Netflix version.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's raw, it's gritty,
Right. Bloody.
It's bloody, you know.
Bones were snapping.
Absolutely. Kingpin is now the mayor, which that was like the big rumor.
Right.
Since from the end of Echo, you know, they teased that he was going to run for mayor.
And the last we saw him was getting shot, right?
No, the last we saw him was in Echo.
Where he got shot.
He was trying to get Echo on his side.
Yeah, no, he got shot in Hawkeye.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, that was Hawaiian shirt wearing.
Oh.
In Echo, he's like, you know, come with me. Come with
Oh,
me.
he
to the
already
dark side."
survived it in
Yeah.
Echo.
Be my new Vanessa.
Right.
She didn't shoot him at the end?
No.
Echo didn't shoot him.
No.
No.
There's a really cool scene where like Kingpin and Matt Murdock are sitting at a like dinner table together at a restaurant, and he asks Matt Murdock like, "Why did you stop being a vigilante?" And Murdock's like, "A line was crossed." So like, what
Killed
line?
somebody.
That's what
He
he
killed
said.
somebody.
That was always my like idea for Daredevil. Is he's always this? I'm not going to kill anyone, but eventually you're going to punch someone too hard and too many times,
Right.
And then they're going to die. So we'll see what exactly he meant there. And then also the big news is John Bernthal returning as the Punisher. So that's fucking cool.
That's goddamn right. Did you also hear that before the season even drops in March, they're already going to start filming for season 2?
Oh wow,
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, Charlie Cox just said that recently.
Excellent.
And they're also planning a Punisher show.
Yes, correct.
So fuck yeah, March
That's
4th.
awesome. So maybe some of these executives are taking it to heart where they're like, well, we're tired of these 2-3 year breaks before
Yeah.
we get to a second season or whatever.
Well, I mean, I'm sure they were tired of that to begin with, but a lot of that had to do with COVID the past few years. You know, like COVID delayed a lot of things. But yeah, March 4th, the return of Daredevil, the good version, not the one that fucks She-Hulk and then walks home holding his fucking boots.
So there's going to be zero She-Hulk in this?
Zero She-Hulk, Josh. No more She-Hulk.
Well, okay. Well,
I swear.
She's in the fucking. She's in the
No,
cannon.
no, she's not.
Don't you?
She's gone. She's dead and gone.
she
I
keeps
think-
on trying to call. Why won't Matt Murdock pick up?
Yeah.
Smash things. And sometimes Matt Murdock. I fuck him.
No. All right, so talking about Captain America Brave New World, that comes out February 13th. It's actually going to be one of the shorter MCU films. It's going to be under 2 hours.
2:14. No?
No, just under 2 hours,
That's
like
still
an
short.
hour 58.
Wow.
I feel like that short runtime, that feels like kind of a canary in the coal mine kind of thing. Like this is bad. It wouldn't be that
I mean,
short.
this shouldn't be longer than two. We've talked about
it
this
shouldn't.
before. Most movies should not be even 2 hours.
no, they shouldn't. But the fact that they're all 2.5 hours and this one's under 2 hours,
Tells you what?
that makes me think it's going to be a piece of shit.
Oh.
Like that's why it's this short.
I mean, Incredible Hulk with Ed Norton was an hour and 45 minutes. That movie was awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes.
I don't expect it to be awesome. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
like you said, I expect this to be like okay at best.
But
I think its ceiling is like a 7 out of 10. You know, like,
to Aaron's point, I mean, like, not only is it shorter, they also bumped this back. They also had so many reshoots.
Yeah.
And it's shorter. Like, that's
Right.
like 3 for 3 on, like, Josh's, like, this movie might fucking suck meter.
if they somehow replaced Ed Norton, or replaced Mark Ruffalo with Ed Norton, and then that Hulk
he's
came
gonna
back,
be in it?
that would
Yeah.
be great.
Right.
But like at the very least, like you have to have Mark Ruffalo be like, all right, I'm done with smart / dumb Hulk. I'm going back to full angry Hulk, and he's fighting Harrison Ford. Then you got a shot at at least one good fight scene.
I think what really concerns me about this movie is like you see like the Red Hulk featured in like a lot of these trailers.
Yeah.
We're gonna get like 5 minutes of Red Hulk, and it's gonna be all at the end.
Right.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Fucking shit.
Yeah,
I
he's
do
going
not
to be
think-
fighting Giancarlo Esposito the whole movie. And then,
Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't think we see the Hulk, unfortunately.
Right.
Also, I'm not sure if you guys said this the week I missed, but I think in the final cut, Seth Rollins didn't make it.
No, he did not.
So he's not going to be in it.
Yeah. Because they took out like the people he was even with as part of the movie, like whatever group that
The whole
was.
Serpent Society or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Right.
Anyways, let's look at the popcorn buckets for Captain America Brave New World. This is from Regal. They've got 2 different ones, one with the shield, and then one you eat popcorn out of Red Hulk's back. It's like a Hulk bust.
I kind
It's
of
just
like
a
it.
giant Hulk
Oh,
bust.
I thought you
like
like
it,
took
too.
it. I thought you like pulled his head off and ate popcorn out
It
of his
kind of
neck.
looks like a weird kind of like Pez dispenser.
He does. Yeah.
But I do like it. I'm not gonna lie.
It's cool.
That is pretty cool.
Eat out of his back?
But that's only at Regal.
That's Regal. AMC, we've got this Captain America shield,
I'm
and then
interested.
you turn it upside, like, the popcorn comes out of that part. And then they also have at AMC this Firecracker Crunch gourmet popcorn,
gourmet.
White fudge.
specially coated with white fudge and popping
Ew.
rock candy.
I don't want the popping.
Don't ask where the white fudge came from.
No.
That looks disgusting.
Yeah, it doesn't look great.
interesting.
And then I don't know what theater this is from. Maybe Cinemark, but it's just like
That's the best one of all of
it's
them.
Hulk ripping off.
Oh, I hope it's Cinemark. I'll
ripping
get that.
apart which, spoiler alert, we saw him catch the shield. We didn't see him snap it in half.
I don't know if that happens.
That clearly happened.
I own
Clearly
a pop of Hulk literally busting out of the Hulkbuster costume.
Yeah, that's
in
true.
Infinity War, and that never happened.
It never happened.
So
God damn it.
yeah, you never know.
So which is the best one? I guess it's this one, right? The Hulk.
No, I like the last one.
I think
with the
him
Hulk bust.
smashing the
smashing the shield.
Then you got
But where's the
That's
popcorn?
cool.
probably
out
in
of
his
his-
back.
out of
Maybe
his
you,
ass?
maybe
Or
you
you reach
shake
in
it
his
out of
mouth.
his mouth. You shake it out of the mouth.
Yeah. You only get like one.
Oh, this could lead to some really dark things. Why is
it
that
can.
mouth open?
Just Pez dispenser style.
More butter. More
Yeah.
butter.
More.
More butter.
More.
More. That's popcorn. More butter.
More.
Yeah.
More.
All right. Last thing I've got are 2 things. A couple of legends died here. Legendary broadcaster Bob Uecker passed away at the age of 90 after a long battle with cancer. Most famous for his role in Major League, just a bit outside, and being choked by Andre the Giant at WrestleMania.
Oh, shit.
He was Oh shit.
And then also, director David Lynch has died at the age of 78.
Damn.
Some of his movies you might have seen: Twin Peaks, Blue Velvet, Mulholland Drive, Eraserhead, and Elephant Man.
Did he have something else coming up that he was going to be a part
I
of?
didn't see any of this.
I don't
That
know.
we talked about recently that he was going to direct.
David Fincher for the Squid
Yeah,
Game.
I thought there was
I don't
something with
remember
David Lynch,
David Lynch
Yeah,
one, but
he was freaky. Have all of you seen Blue Velvet?
I haven't.
No.
You fucking fucks are so fucking fucked.
Sounds great.
No one has
That sounds
seen
awesome.
Blue Velvet.
That sounds like a movie for me, to be honest.
Oh my god.
I've seen scenes from Eraserhead that are very disturbing.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen all of Eraserhead either.
Yeah.
I haven't seen really any of these movies, to be honest. I do know of him. He had a role in Louis C.K.'s TV show where he played the producer of Late Night with David Letterman, and it was hilarious.
Right.
Because like in the scene, have you seen it?
I think
like
so.
in the scene,
Yeah,
Louis
yeah.
C.K. is auditioning to replace David Letterman.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "You're a comedian?" And then Louis C.K.'s like, "Yeah." And he's like, "All right, make me laugh. Be funny." And Louis C.K.'s like, "Well, I'm not that type of comedian." And then you're not a comedian. Get out of my office. And then he's like, "This is your one chance, kid. Right now. One chance. Be funny or get out." And Louis C.K.'s like, he starts to leave. And then he turns around. He's just like, "You know what your problem is? You're just..." And then David Lynch is like, "I'll see you next week."
You got it, kid.
That's very good. That's fucking great.
Anyways, what do you guys have for news, rumors? What do you got?
I know a lot of people in this table here are going to be really, really disappointed, but Frasier season 3 will not be happening.
Oh, wait, no.
been canceled.
Sorry. You mean season 9, right? Like season 3 of the new.
Well, the reboot. It's been
yeah, Frasier,
canceled.
the Next Generation.
After
Well, the
2
season 2
seasons.
hasn't even come out yet. Oh no, it did.
It did, but
yeah,
it's,
that's right.
it's been canceled and canceled.
Maybe he was just like, I've got my money, I'm out.
Right.
Probably, essentially. The other thing I thought was interesting. I know you're a Spider-Man market, Andrew, but
really?
He's in the market of Spider-Man.
No one
the
knows
new
that.
Spider-Man TV show is coming out on Disney Plus.
Right.
It's going to be streaming on January 29th.
Yes.
Do you have any interest in that?
Not really.
Not really.
No.
Okay.
And I don't know. I saw the trailer.
kidsy?
It looks too kidsy.
Too kidsy?
Looks super kidsy. Like too much. Like it's like for 4-year-olds. It looks like.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know. It might be
Not
interesting.
for- no, I can't do like X-Men '97, Invincible. Like you know what I mean.
Right.
Like I could do those. I can't do like
If they were
little-
bringing back
I can't
the
do little
original
baby.
Spider-Man with a little bit like upgraded content, you'd probably be more.
You mean the
interested.
'90s version?
Yeah, the
It's
90s
not really the
version.
original, but yeah, sure.
No. Okay.
Yeah.
That's coming up soon. That's all I got.
Anyone else?
Yeah, I had a
Aaron?
few things.
All right, go ahead.
So James Gunn said that they are developing a separate DC Studios opening for Elseworlds projects,
Okay.
which makes sense because they're allowing the Pattinson Batman thing to exist as Elseworld stuff. So,
Joker.
yes, so that could be really interesting to see what they come up with for just kind of alternate shit.
Yeah.
For 80s babies like me and Joe, you could probably appreciate this too. They're working on sequels for Goonies and Gremlins, both. You got to think sequels, yes, I know.
So Goonies when they're 50.
Goonies when they're 50. Well, you know why that one's happening because Ke Huy Quan was in it and he's had this big career comeback. So that's probably where that's coming from.
I guess. Yeah.
But the Gremlins one, I don't know where that's coming from.
Yeah,
I'll
like,
watch
and there
it.
was already a Gremlins 2.
Yeah.
Would this be Gremlins 3?
Gremlins 3, probably, yeah. I'll watch it when
Gross.
it's free on streaming, I guess.
Yeah.
So someone was talking to James Cameron about his next Avatar movie. He said, if you're not making brave choices, you're wasting everybody's time and money. You know, I couldn't agree more. Make the brave choice and don't make this fucking movie.
How is making a third Avatar brave? Even if you like the movies, how is it brave? There's nothing brave about making a
you're
third
missing
Avatar.
It is brave. The second one was not good.
It's
just pretty brave to
it's
try to make
brave to go back out there after making that piece of shit. Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
And the last thing I had, so this was something I felt we needed to address. So there was a review of our podcast. I'll just read a little bit of it. It's super, super long. Super long, but I'll kind of Reader's Digest it down. It says some of the reviews are good, some of the imitations are funny, but then he gives us a little bit of compliments, but then he says, but then they started on their asinine Matt Reeves, the Batman, and Robert Pattinson slander. And then he just goes on and on. He writes this whole essay. Josh, you can't review our own podcast.
Who is this person? What's this person's name? I don't know. I don't care
So
what this
because
person's
we
name
didn't
is.
like the Batman, he's,
Right. Yeah,
I'm just going to say, you're not alone, buddy. I'm with you. I think Robert Pattinson's Batman fucks. All right? That's I'm just going to say it.
Okay.
He's
whatever.
But he
fucking
literally
Catwoman
doesn't.
right now.
but he literally doesn't.
Right now.
Nor didn't.
I'm telling you.
Anyway,
That Batman is
we have
legit.
some fans that love to hate us. It's fine.
Yeah. Is that it?
Yes.
All right. Anything else from you, Josh?
No.
I've got one more thing. Dolly Parton turned 79 today, and her tits are 60.
Wow.
Great.
Yeah.
60 double D.
Yeah.
Just wait till there's 69. Those,
60-90s.
yeah.
60-90s.
All right, that's all for news, rumors, all that, making fun of reviews, all that stuff. Now it's time for movie of the week. And Joe, it is your week, so go ahead.
You know, I'm just going to do a quick little recap or just really talk about. I have two favorite movies. So
Yeah.
if someone walks to me,
I can name them.
on the street, and just a random person asks me, my favorite movie is
Yeah, A Few Good Men.
A Few Good Men.
Yes.
But my real favorite movie is
Rocky 3.
Rocky 3.
Yes.
The great thing about Rocky 3, I looked it up. It was like the second or third highest grossing film of that year.
Yeah.
This was before $1 billion was made from movies, obviously.
Right.
But Rocky 3 was great because, look, everyone loved Rocky. It won the Academy Award. It was an art film. Rocky 2 was like, hey, let's let him win. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But it really wasn't a great film. It's kind of boring because, like, a lot of it he's in the hospital with her and stuff. But, like, Rocky's so good at these amazing moments that get you so fucking excited or pumped.
Yes.
You want to go to the gym? Watch a little bit of Rocky. Watch this. In Rocky 2, just the best scene of the whole film, when she told him, you're not fighting him. You almost died.
Yeah,
You're not
yeah.
fighting him. Then she goes into a coma for having the kid. And then when she wakes up, she's like, I want you to do one thing for me. Win. And then you hear the Rocky bell. Ding,
Yeah.
ding. What are we waiting for? And then he goes and wins. Rocky 3 has a few fun facts. The first of all is it's the only Rocky movie where you see every round of every fight. There's no flash forwards. There's no
Right.
highlights.
Interesting.
And there's 2 fights in Rocky 3. And you see every minute of every round, every second of every round in both of the fights. You've got a big death. You've got 2 guys that hate each other joining up, which I love.
Yes.
When like the hero and the villain have to join for a bigger cause. And you had this unstoppable force of Mr. T. You can laugh about him now. Back then, he was awesome.
Yeah.
A-team, and like he was just awesome. And Rocky has to train harder and train different. Hey, like it's great that you could take a punch, but this guy's a fucking machine, and you've got to learn a different style, right? So Apollo teaches Rocky his style, and it's just amazing. And watching the way he goes off of Apollo's script in the end, and kind of does his own thing and almost gets knocked out in order to get him to, lose his endurance because he knew he can beat him that way.
Yep.
I think it's incredible. I said this when Batman Dark Knight Rises came out. I said,
Yes.
it's very Rocky 3.
Yes.
And then Nolan admitted that
Yes,
in
he
one
did.
of an interview. And I was like,
Inspiration was
holy
Rocky
shit.
3.
So I think Rocky 3 is everyone's favorite Rocky. Some people will say Rocky 4 because he beats the Russian and he overcomes the odds. But, Rocky 3 is just amazing. I can just watch the final fight before
Yeah.
I go to the gym and I'll be pumped up.
Right.
Even the training montages are great. Everything's great.
I'm so glad you said that, Joe, because almost everybody I talk to says Rocky 4 is
not
their
even
favorite.
close.
It's
No.
easily Rocky 3.
Not even close.
Easily Rocky 3.
Rocky 3 is by far the best one.
Yeah.
Rocky 4 wouldn't even be my second choice.
And it's kind of sad. Like Apollo dies for no reason.
yeah.
Like Rocky fucks up. It's like, oh, Rocky, you caused your best friend's death. Like when he was getting destroyed and he wasn't dead yet. It's like, dude, don't let him go out there. Yeah, you'll hate me later. I'd rather you hate me than be dead. Hey, we're done. You know what I mean?
I remember Paul Scheer from the league, the one that played Andre. He was on a video I saw recently where he said, the only person that knows who won that fight at the time, before Rocky admits it in Creed, he's like, they had that third fight, and Rocky's the only one that knows. Rocky and Creed are the only 2 people that know who won the third fight. And Creed's, been talking all this stuff lately. He can't stop shutting his mouth. So Rocky was like, well, maybe I shouldn't throw in the towel just yet. He lets Creed die so that the results of that fight die with Creed. It was just it was a funny thing that Paul Scheer said.
Gangster.
But he also fights Hulk Hogan in Rocky 3.
He fights Hulk Hogan. I didn't even cover that.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I really love about Rocky 3 is there's so many fights.
Yes.
In Rocky 1, there's one fight. I mean, the
Yeah,
opening one in the credits doesn't really count. Like all these movies, it's mostly just 1 or 2 fights. But Rocky 3 has so many fights.
Yeah.
Yes.
And like you said, just the training situation.
It
I'm
does-
afraid.
Yeah. Yeah. For the first time in my life, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
And in the beginning of Rocky 3, it starts with him knocking out Apollo and then going on this world tour where he's whooping, we find out later, kind of like gimmies. You know what I mean? Like they're just sending him not really strong contenders. Just
You're
to
a
knock
paper champion.
Yeah, you're a paper champion. And he was just knocking people out, and you're seeing him on the Muppet Show, which was real footage from when Sylvester Stallone was on the Muppet Show that they used in Rocky.
Right.
But it was just kind of fun watching him. Then he gets all this money and he gets smarter.
Yeah.
Even though he's taking more punches, he goes from, oh, no, I can fight them, He goes from, hey, how you doing? My name is Rocky Balboa, and I'm pretty good now.
Oh, but I don't understand. What are you exactly? Where am I?
Yeah.
What is all of this?
So I'm not really much of a Rocky fan. I don't know much about the movies.
course not.
But 3 was the main battle was against Clubber Lang,
Yes.
and that's like supposed to be like a Mike Tyson ripoff,
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Right?
I guess, right?
Okay. Well,
It was after Tyson, right? Rocky 3,
82?
82.
no.
No, they're probably not.
That was
No.
before.
Yeah, I don't
Was
think it was
it?
a Tyson
Okay.
thing.
No.
Interesting. So it's a precursor to Mike Tyson.
So you haven't watched these movies?
I've watched them, but like I was never a really big fan. I'm not much of a boxing fan.
Too
So-
scary. Too
Yeah,
scary for
it's a
Josh.
little bit.
Probably the most popular quote between me and my friends, especially when it comes to family, fantasy football.
Family.
You know, it's kind of like prediction, pain, right? He goes, you have a prediction for the fight? Prediction,
Yes.
Yeah.
pain. And it's like, no one will hate Balboa, but I pity the fool. And I will destroy any man who tries to take what I got. Oh, there's just so many great, hey, woman. If you want to see a real man.
That's right.
Oh, my God. It's
Is that
just
the
so great.
Hey Adrian one?
Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
Adrian.
Like he's retiring.
Yeah.
Like Mr. T, just let him retire and go destroy everybody. He's like, no, don't retire.
Yeah.
I want you to fight me. I'm a real man. Oh,
Yep.
it's so good. There's just so many great parts about it.
Yeah. I mean,
That I
if you
just
haven't watched
love.
the Rocky movies, go check them out. But watch in order. You know,
Yeah.
it'll be way better that way.
And it says it took the Hogan thing took 10 days to film for some reason.
And that's the one where
Because he kept hurting him.
Vince fired Hulk Hogan before or after?
Vince Sr.
Vince Sr.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
And then Vince Jr. hired him back.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
And his name was Thunderlips,
Yeah.
right? Such a weird name.
Yeah. Well, it's
Wow,
wrestling.
It's a great fake wrestling name. Yeah.
But he's supposed to be a boxer.
No, he's a wrestler in the fucking movie,
Oh, he
Josh.
was a wrestler in the movie. Like I said, I wasn't much. I don't,
Hey, Josh,
I don't remember
Josh.
the Rocky movies. Josh, I want to know. I want to know. I want to learn.
So a few things. It's not even on here. Just stuff I know about the film because it's my favorite movie. His body fat was 2.8% during the shooting. I don't know if you see him. He is fucking shredded. And they had to have. They had like EMTs and people and doctors like ready to go just in case he would have collapsed because he was on diuretics to just get every ounce of water out of his body for while they were shooting the scenes. And a couple of times he was about to pass out.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he just wanted to look perfect.
we didn't have AI.
Yeah. The movie starts after, like, Paulie's just in a bar getting drunk because his brother-in-law is amazing and he's banging his sister. And and then, like, he goes, Rocky bails him out of jail. And when they're walking in the parking garage, he starts fighting Rocky, Paulie.
Right.
And Rocky just dodges a few punches and
Yeah.
Paulie falls down. And he goes, can I have a job? And he goes, all you got to do is ask. Like, there's some great, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Like, I see three of them. Hit the one in the middle. Well, no, actually, that's from Rocky IV. But of course, another great line is he's getting killed. No. He's not getting killed. He's getting mad.
Yeah.
Right.
Knock me out. The whole world's watching. Knock me out. My mother hits harder than that.
Yep.
Just great. So, anyway.
Yeah.
Pretty
great
awesome.
choice.
Yep.
All right. Next week it's your choice, Josh. So don't fuck this up. Don't say it yet. Just
I already know what it is.
Oh. All right, don't say anything. All right, let's do some fan. It's Rush Hour 2, isn't it? God damn it! All right,
It's a Wonderful
it's a
Life.
funny movie. No, it's not.
It's a Wonderful Life.
All right, fan questions. Nathan Weller. He said John Wick better not make it out of the first round. He sure didn't. First overall pick, John Wick.
Yeah. There you go.
Courts. Can I get Chris Leno's Dix to comment on his favorite action hero?
Oh, God.
Oh my God! It's got to be that T-800. That's a robot. That's a robot cock.
He can regenerate. Oh my God.
What does that mean? I can't wait to find out. Regenerate inside me. Pop culture junkie. I know, guys. Calm down.
Yeah.
Okay, your bracket has got it. Well, it's not a bracket. It's got to include Mr. Miyagi. That's hilarious. Joe Armstrong. Who's that? Oh, Joe Armstrong and Curtis Jackson, American Ninja 2, The Confrontation.
The confrontation.
Jack Slater, Last Action Hero, Tango and Cash.
Oh, nice.
Jack Burton, Big Trouble, Little China. Or It's Not Legit, LOL. By the way, Aaron, I helped open AMC Deerbrook 24 in May of 96.
Deerbrook.
As
Okay.
an usher
Okay.
/ concession stand and box office employee, promoted to projection manager 2 years later and left in late 99. So that's even before I was working for AMC.
Yeah, I joined in, I think, 01,
Right.
either 2000 or 01.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
That's awesome. Deerbrook was my mall growing up, so I love that.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah.
So he probably like pissed in your popcorn a few times.
I never
when you
ordered
were, he was
popcorn, but maybe my drink.
yeah, yeah.
Probably
for
my
He
drink.
probably saw what a schmuck you were.
Yeah.
I did want to say one more thing about Rocky 3 was the Eye of the Tiger song. which was absolutely amazing. It's one of the best punk songs.
Yeah, that's
So Stallone commissioned Survivor to create that song for the film because he was denied permission to use Another One Bites the Dust by Queen.
Oh my god!
Do.
Thank God.
Another One Bites the
That's
Dust.
a great song too, but yeah,
Yeah.
Eye of the Tiger works so perfect.
Junkyard Dog used to come out to that, which kind of tells me like, how did Vince get permission? But
Was it that or a ripoff?
oh man, it might have been like
rip-off.
Diamond Page's Nirvana.
Like all those WCW guys?
One octave off.
Right.
Yeah. Joey Cage, Samuel L. Jackson in Kong Skull Island. Come on, he was amazing. Currently watching, and this is my one time to request whoever's next to choose to cash in and do this recap.
Cash in.
Yeah. I mean, he was basically the villain in Kong Skull Island, but when compared to everyone else we drafted, he doesn't really match up there. But I do love Kong Skull Island. That is my favorite monster movie of all time, and it's not close.
It's incredible.
I'll be honest. Someone that was on my draft sheet was Shaft from
From
Samuel L. Jackson. I thought that would have been a good pick.
Right. That's, yeah. Who's Moida? Would you guys ever consider reviewing Yellow Jackets on Patreon? And then Chef Dave commented, player Who's Moida? You have been eliminated. So that's, yeah. I'm more, I don't know. Yellow Jackets, I'm not really interested in Yellow Jackets, to be honest. But
I know a little bit
We
about
have
it.
To each
so
his
many
own,
shows
yeah.
at the moment.
Right.
Yeah, true. Finally.
Chef Dade mentions Dutch from Predator, Terminator, and Frank from Bloodsport. That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Van Damme from Bloodsport.
Oh, Frank Dukes, yeah.
Frank Dukes, yeah.
I'm Raj Mali. Not going to mention the obvious ones as phase, but here's some of my less obvious ones that I loved. Jackie Chan in Police Story. The Bride. William Wallace. Mel Gibson in Braveheart.
Nice.
Django.
Oh,
my
God.
God.
Django.
Yes, if we went further in the rounds for sure. Frank Martin, which is Jason Statham in The Transporter. I'm the Transporter.
Yeah.
And finally, TBD, Josh Reese. Oh, sorry, didn't see you there.
Oh, you know what we should have just done?
Oh, sorry, didn't see you there.
We could have just based our whole draft based on Broforce characters.
That's true. Yeah, I did look at Broforce when I was doing this. Rowdy Peeper, Luke Skywalker. Yep, I got him. Amir, I don't know if this counts, but Ironside from Vikings would be my number one, and closest number two is Ragnar, aka his father. I didn't watch that show, but yeah. Rizzler, John Wick is number one by a mile. Distant two is Guy Fawkes, V for Vendetta. Well, again, that's more superhero comics, right?
Like everyone else that y'all drafted.
But that's not, we said DC, Marvel, you know. I think this topic also needs a subcategory of action heroes that made the ultimate sacrifice and died for the greater good. By the way, V for Vendetta doesn't have superpower. Well, he kind of does. Yeah, he does. That's true. Yeah, he does. Yeah, because they made him a hero and a monster. That was one of the quotes. Yeah.
Potential nominees, yeah.
Action hero that's made for the ultimate sacrifice that died for the greater good. Potential nominees. Harry Stamper, Armageddon.
Nice.
King Leonidas, 300. William Wallace, Braveheart. Maximus, Gladiator.
Oh, that's a
The
good
Terminator's still in there.
Maximus would have done well in this, I
yeah.
bet.
He was on my list.
Oh, was he?
He was on mine too.
Captain Miller, Saving Private Ryan, and Samantha the dog, I Am Legend.
That's funny.
Do we all agree that if we did like no robots, nobody with any powers at all, just straight humans, it would be John Wick and the Bride, right?
Probably.
They'd be the top two.
That's where I was going with it, Aaron.
Probably. Yeah.
But yeah,
They're fucking totally
they're pretty
discount
tough to
Dominic
beat hand
Toretto?
to hand, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
But how do you not include Neo and Terminator and, you know?
No, I hear you. I'm just saying, like on a level human playing field.
But in superhero draft, they would do well.
I get it, but how
Yeah,
is
would do
Terminator a
great.
superhero?
Make sure to bring them back for the superhero draft.
But how is he a superhero? He's not.
Neo versus Superman.
The T-800's
Neo
not a
wins.
Marvel. He's not Superman. All right, Beetlejuice.
It's a card win, all right? It's a card win.
It's a card win for sure. Beetlejuice, just the entire cast of the Expendable series.
That's funny.
Yeah. Leprechauндom, John Wick, number one. And then Andy Piccone said John McClane, which, yeah, he's great.
McClane.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, at least the superhero draft, there won't be any controversy. Because it's like, it's a superhero.
Right.
What are you going to do?
Right.
He's a superhero.
You picked Hawkeye. It says he's a human at the end.
You dumb fuck.
Fuck.
Yeah. So, all right, there you go. That's all for fan questions. So make sure you subscribe to the podcast. Wherever you're viewing us, follow the show on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and still TikTok currently.
Whoa, it's back?
At Hollywood Hog Pod.
Whoa.
It's back. It was gone
back
for
on.
like 12 hours.
12 hours.
Wow.
I'm bringing it back. Trump Talk.
And
It's going to be the
It
best.
says thanks to Donald Trump on
does.
the TikTok.
Tick Trump or Trump Talk.
I wonder if it was
We're
just-
deciding on a name.
I like Trump
Was it
Talk.
just a
deciding-
stunt? Was it just
Trump
a stunt?
Talk's
Of
good.
course.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also become a supporter of the show at patreon.com/Hollywood Hogwash. Again, Invincible Season 3 starting up soon. We just finished Squid Game. Go check it out. Next week, we're going to be doing Smash or Pass for 2025's big TV and film releases. So that should be fun because there's a lot coming out this year.
Shit.
Wow.
See you then.